You name it, she's done it. Exercising 5 times per week. Her body was so sore she couldn't hold her baby daughter in her arms. Get out of bed and make her breakfast. Constantly counting calories and feeling guilty for drinking even just one sip of fresh juice in the morning. Salt-free, sugar-free, gluten-free, carb-free, low-calorie foods that kept her starved and exhausted for weeks on end. Then the weight loss pills, teas, and tinctures that ruined her digestive system. After she started throwing up God knows what chemicals they add into these nowadays that her body simply couldn't process any longer. Then, demeaning, self-deprecating talk whenever she would catch a reflection in the mirror. The constant comparison to other women and feeling she was less than because of her waistline. Feeling like she didn't deserve to wear those tight, colorful dresses or trendy outfits. Instead, feeling hot and gross while wearing long jeans and long-sleeve dresses while the sun was caressing the skin of other carefree women from California. Then, skipping the high school reunion, feeling like everybody was staring at her if she would dare to order a normal portion of burger and fries. Ordering salads instead, as though she didn't have the right to eat her favorite foods. Spiraling into despair and shame and crying herself at night every time we went out to the beach or at a party, she'd have to wear summer clothes. Thinking she had lost her youth and her charm, blaming the fat on her hands, legs, back, and belly that covered her like an ill-fitting costume. Moving her body away from me, her husband, every time I tried to touch the body I thought was perfect, life. This happened for years, until a strange entity helped me, her husband, accidentally discovered vital fat burning hormones, which can melt up to 24 pounds of pure fat every day. This natural remedy made my wife, and thousands of others, slimmer and more toned than they've ever dared to dream before. Guess what? When scientists started to study this weird fruit seed in a clinical trial, participants were encouraged to eat 3,000 calories a day. That's 2.5 times more than nutritionists recommend for just losing a little bit of weight. Still lost on average 0.4 pounds per day every day, or 12 pounds per month every month, while their health and energy continued to be mad. Looking at my wife right now. Belly fat is gone. Her arms are slim and toned. Her neck is long and gracious. Her legs are long and sexy. Perfectly fitting her high heels and pencil skirts. She threw away those disgusting diet fruit smoothies. Donated her baggy hydro clothes. And blew off our savings on little black dresses, tight jeans, trendy short shorts, t-shirts that show off the strong, sexy abs that she didn't even know she had. Every day she woke up with fire in her eyes, running to the skin, eager to see how much weight she had lost since the day before. She would walk around in the tightest skirt in front of me to show off her slim legs, toned thighs, and round, perky behind, while I couldn't stop staring like a fool. She was having friends, colleagues, and even the cashier from the local supermarket ask, "How did you do it? How do you look so young and sexy?" Now, she no longer looks at her reflection in shame, but instead smiles at the beautiful, healthy, and vibrant woman in the mirror looking back at her. For the first time in the last 20 years, she feels proud of herself after losing 36 pounds in 3 months. Then she made it her mission to help me share this 3-second per day miracle that helped her finally achieve her ideal body she wanted with other men and women who deserve to have this natural weight loss solution in their hands, so they can finally put an end to all of their struggles and frustration and feel 100% happy with their slim, toned figure, maybe for the first time in decades. If you want to lose weight but aren't quite able to get the body you're dreaming of, you deserve to know the secret that I'm going to reveal in the next few minutes. It's so simple that I can almost guarantee that if you watch this until the end, you'll get more from it than from any other weight loss article, diet pill, or exercise session. If you take a few minutes right now to watch this video, I promise you, this will be the last time you'll ever have to read, watch, or listen to anything about weight loss. In fact, if you watch this video until the very end and you haven't learned exactly why you've been putting on those extra pounds and what's been keeping you from losing all that stubborn fat, I'll give you $100 just for taking the time to watch this. Who am I to make such a bold claim? I'm Nick Bowman, and I'm not a scientist, I'm not a doctor, and I'm not some certified health expert or whatever bogus title is trendy these days. I'm simply the husband of a gorgeous woman who went all the way to hell and back because of her sudden weight gain. Maybe you've been through the same hell as her. Maybe after the birth of your child, whether it was your first or your third, you've suddenly started piling on weight that you wouldn't melt off anymore. And while it's absolutely normal for recent mothers to put on extra pounds, it's extremely hard, if not impossible, to regain their former figure without some sort of outside help.
Or maybe your weight simply fluctuates a lot. And every time you gain some pounds, that stubborn fat takes over like a costume, hiding your slim waist, toned legs, muscular back, sexy arms, and chiseled face behind soft, jelly-like fat. What's worse, that fat makes you prone to disease, drains the energy out of you, drives you to eat more, to crave more bad foods, and to feel ashamed of your body, forcing you to hide under baggy clothes and a shy attitude. You are a queen, but most of the time, you don't feel, walk, and act like it. You feel you failed to reach your true potential, and that shows in your eyes. Even if you're gorgeous, you just can't see it anymore. And no matter how much you starve yourself, or what proven fitness program you try next, or what supplements, teas, juices, or powders you order, the fat always comes back. And each time, it's harder and harder to keep off. As I've recently discovered, this is not by accident. It's not because of the foods you eat. It's not because of a slow metabolism. And it's not because you've had a baby. No, it's because of a crucial imbalance happening inside your body all this time. An imbalance so severe, yet so easy to fix, that's been kept secret on purpose. Solving this crucial imbalance will answer all of your most burning questions about your own weight. Why can't I lose this weight even after doing everything by the book? Why aren't any of those miracle supplements and weight loss teas working for me, but work on other women? Why can other women eat whatever they please and not gain a pound, and I can't lose an inch off my waist even when I starve myself for days? Will I be overweight all of my life? And oh my God, when will I feel sexy in my body? When will this nightmare end? I remember my wife asking me these questions night after night, sobbing into her pillow till she choked on her own tears. I couldn't even give her a comforting hug because she'd pushed me away. She didn't want anyone, not even her husband, to touch her disgusting body, as she'd call it. She was ashamed that I might feel her flabby belly or the orange peel skin on her thighs. She was even embarrassed to take off her clothes in front of me. And I remember that my only wish when I saw her sobbing into her pillow like that was to give her the answers she was dying to find out and hand her the solution that will make her happy. And now I can finally say that I have the answers to all of these questions. The same questions that may be keeping you awake at night, sobbing into your pillow. So pay close attention right now, because you're about to discover the real reasons why you've put on all that weight, especially around your belly, and why you can't get rid of it even if you're religious about your diet and exercise. And no, it's not something you've heard before. Not from your doctor's office, not from the internet, not from TV. The reason most women can't lose weight and keep it off has a lot to do with your weight loss hormones. And you may have heard bits and pieces about these hormones before, but what I've discovered in my research trying to help my wife get back to her normal self, it's much deeper than anything you've seen ever before. Once you see the truth with your own eyes, you'll realize that all those so-called real reasons why you can't lose weight you may have heard about were actually just pieces of a bigger puzzle that you had no clue even existed. I'll also show you how a clinically proven natural formula can crank up your fat-burning hormones to the turbo power of a flamethrower and literally melt 0.4 pounds of pure fat every day, while also boosting your energy levels through the roof, regulating your blood sugar, cholesterol, and triglycerides, cutting cravings cold turkey, and protecting you from heart disease. All you need to do is make sure you take this formula religiously to get all these results at once. Without starving yourself, killing yourself at the gym, drinking weird juices for your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or forcing dozens of giant capsules of God knows what down your throat because your neighbor Jenny swears by them. No more of that. Ever. I'll explain exactly how this natural fat-melting formula works in just a moment, and you'll be shocked to see just how easy it is to get your ideal weight and your health back once you finally balance the right weight loss hormones. And to give you the full picture, I'll reveal to you how I came to discover these weight loss secrets, despite the fact that they've been purposely hidden in the least likely place on the entire planet, far away from your eyes and ears. I don't want to leave anything out, because I know that you, just like my wife and millions of other women, have been spoon-fed tiny bits of information just to trick you into buying solutions that don't actually work, or only work for a very short while. And the only reason why you're still stuck in a body you can't recognize in the mirror is because you never had access to the full picture. Well, I say it stops today. Now, I will finally reveal to you the full, uncensored, complete picture. And I will also show you how you can lose 12 pounds of pure fat every month for as long as you want to, and feel healthier and more energetic than you've been in years. But first, let me tell you a little about myself and what led me on this incredible journey. You see, the fact that I'm not a scientist doctor, or any certified health expert is what helped me discover the truth about weight loss. I'm the owner of a small shop that sells rare art pieces from all corners of the world. I'm also the father of 2 incredible daughters who are clearly into their princess phase, and the proud husband of a gorgeous, sexy wife who's lost 36 pounds in 3 months. And now there's nothing that can stop her from getting into her tiny swimsuit and showing off her flat belly at the beach every chance she gets. Jo looks so stunning that when people see her glowing with joy and confidence, they think she's one of those lucky ones who never had an extra pound in her life. You know who I'm talking about, those women who can eat and under it. One evening I came home and found her throwing up in the bathroom, so pale and weak she couldn't even get herself up off the floor. Brianna, our youngest, was blue in the face crying in her cradle for God knows how long, and Jo couldn't even crawl to her phone to call me for help. After I carried her to bed and picked Brianna up, Jo confessed. The weight loss pack she'd recently ordered, a mix of pills, powders, and detox teas, had been giving her bad stomach cramps and nausea. But that was a normal reaction. That's what detox does, right? Truth is, she was lying to herself, and she knew it. She was so desperate to lose weight that she ended up risking her health just to see 1 tiny inch melt off her waist. It broke my heart seeing she'd reached such a point that she would risk everything just to feel like her old self again. And I felt so powerless and weak for not being able to protect her from the damage she was inflicting on herself. That's when I realized how bad she'd sunk into depression and despair. But she was so stubborn in her decision to lose weight that nothing could stop her. Not me, not her mom, not her best friends, and certainly not her primary care doctor, who was shocked to see her blood test results. Her blood sugar was up, her hormones were a disaster, her adrenal system was chaotic, making her feel sluggish all throughout the day and then sleepless the whole night, and her blood pressure was off the charts. Then came the final blow to the head. She was officially pre-diabetic, even though she barely touched sugar. Now, for many people, this would be a good enough reason for a 180-degree lifestyle change, but not for Jo. She refused to quit her regular diets. She refused to give up on her power fitness programs. The thought that she may start gaining even more weight if she quit cold turkey was scarier than heading straight towards type 2 diabetes of heart disease. Now, I have to admit, that was the moment I lost it. I couldn't understand what could possibly drive her to such irresponsible behavior. Now I do. But back then, I was mad at her for risking her health like that. And what I did next was not my proudest moment. But it turned out to be the path that led me to discover the fat-melting formula that saved her life and helped her lose 36 pounds in just 3 months. It all started with a business trip to Sierra Leone that I had planned for months. I was supposed to go there and buy a few original statues from local artists for my art shop. Now, the last thing I wanted was to leave Jo on her own in that state and go all the way to West Africa. But seeing her act in such a self-destructive, stubborn way, I knew I had to do something drastic to snap her out of it. So I packed my bags, and before leaving for the airport, I kissed my daughters goodbye, and with a heavy heart, I told Jo the harshest words I'd ever spoken. Jo, I love you, I said, but I can't stand to watch you kill yourself over losing weight. And making our daughters watch you do this to yourself? What kind of message are you sending to your own little girls? You want them to grow up hating themselves too? When I come back, I want you to start caring for your health and stop with all these stupid diets and toxic pills. She burst into tears as I shut the door and got in my car. I could hear her screaming through the window, and it broke my heart to pieces. But I couldn't back out. She'd become so self-loathing and self-destructive, and she couldn't see how much that affected the people she loved most. I later found out that her strange behavior was caused by the same hidden issue that led her to gain that stubborn weight in the first place. Her strange behavior, her moodiness, her depression, plus the impossibility to lose even an inch of belly fat were all due to one thing: hormones. More precisely, 3 very specific weight loss hormones that are interconnected like a domino. If even one of them crashes, it drags everything down with it. So if you're experiencing any of these problems, piling up fat at an alarming rate, especially around your waist, craving sugary and fatty foods even after you've just eaten, feeling hungry all the time, and not being able to control how much you eat, especially in the evenings or at night, you can change everything in mere days. If you feel shamed when you look in the mirror, barely recognizing your own body, if you feel like crying all of a sudden and you can't stop yourself from sobbing, if you're feeling sluggish all day long but then find it hard to fall asleep, or you wake up during the night, and last but not least, if your blood sugar is off the charts and you have no idea why, then you need to hear what I have to say right now. Because this is the most crucial thing about your own body that you should know, that you have the right to know, but you've been actively kept in the dark about it even by people that you trust. What I am about to tell you might shock you, but it will save your life. Melt fat off your waist, legs, arms, and chin like butter in the sun. Get your figure back in a matter of weeks without dieting or exercising, regulate your blood sugar, crank up your energy level, and free you of mood swings, anxiety, and self-loathing. Yes, all at the same time in just a few short days. Now, you're most probably a little bit skeptical. I know I would be too if I were in your shoes. You might ask yourself what could possibly trigger all these changes at once when nothing has worked so far. And you'd be right to be skeptical. But here's the thing. So far, all the things you've tried, diets, weight loss pills, teas or powders, fitness programs, lifestyle changes and whatnot, each and every one of these have barely tackled one piece of your fat-burning system that's entirely based on weight loss hormones. And the secret to eliminating all the root causes of your stubborn weight gain at once is to balance not one, not two, but three key weight loss hormones that determine whether you get your dream body or a body you can barely peek at in the mirror without feeling depressed. Now, before getting started, you must know that there are treatments that claim to balance one of two of these hormones. But no treatment has been found to balance all three of them at the same time. So all the hormones fit like a puzzle, enhancing each other's effects. There's one formula clinically proven to do that, and here's how that works. First, it balances your leptin levels. Leptin has a huge role in your weight loss to let your brain know when you're low on energy. So you go grab some food and replenish your fuel. Leptin controls your hunger and how much you eat. And the way it works is really smart, and it's all on autopilot. When you eat a meal, your body releases leptin to let your brain know that you're full and you won't be needing food for a few hours. When the level of leptin in your body lowers significantly, you start to feel hungry again, which is your body's way to let the brain know it's time to eat again and stock up on energy. But here's where it gets tricky. There's something called leptin resistance that now affects an alarming number of women, mostly over 30. Scientists have pinpointed the exact reason why this happens. Some say it's because of chemicals we absorb from food, water, our environment, but it may also be something that happens when a bigger hormonal change happens, such as giving birth. As I was telling you before, Joe started gaining a lot of weight quickly right after our second daughter was born, and a lot of young moms go through this same thing. Maybe it happened to you too? When leptin resistance occurs, your body's natural satiety switch breaks down. No matter how much you eat, your body fails to release leptin, so your brain doesn't get the signal that you're full and you need to stop eating. So if you've ever wondered why you still feel peckish even when you've eaten a meal, and why you can't help eating a bag of chips and a bowl of M&Ms as a snack before you go to bed, it's not that you don't have the will to stop eating, it's because leptin, one of the most crucial weight-regulating hormones in your body, is switched off. Your body feels hungry, even if you don't actually need food. Here's where the vicious, infamous cycle of fat gain begins, just like in this photo. And that's not all. When leptin resistance occurs, it usually brings another hormonal failure with it, insulin resistance. Insulin is a hormone that regulates the amount of sugar in your blood. Normally, after eating, our body releases insulin so it can break down the sugars in your food and turn them into energy. When insulin resistance occurs, you stop releasing insulin to break down sugars, and they end up in your bloodstream instead of being turned into fuel for your body. So, if you're wondering why your blood sugar levels are way higher than before, and you're still feeling drained of energy even if you're eating regularly and drinking coffee every day, it's not your fault. It's because your body isn't producing enough insulin to keep you healthy and full of energy. And the main reason why it's not producing enough insulin is because of the leptin resistance I was talking about earlier. Here's a photo that explains exactly what I'm talking about here. This is another vicious cycle that's added on top of the leptin resistance vicious cycle. Leptin resistance stops your brain from getting the signal that you're full, which makes you eat more food more often, which in turn makes you put on a lot of weight fast and causes you to become overweight, thus insulin resistant. So there's no way you can get around it. If you've got leptin resistance and you put on weight, insulin resistance is bound to happen. And with it, all the health complications that are now affecting millions of women, especially mothers. Complications such as prediabetes, type 2 diabetes, metabolic syndrome, and heart disease. And here's where it gets even worse. All of these health issues have been associated with another important weight loss hormone, adiponectin. That's a hormone released by your fat cells and helps your body break down the fat instead of storing it. But people who are overweight and suffering from complications such as high blood sugar, metabolic syndrome, and heart issues have low levels of adiponectin. So that stubborn fat you can't get rid of no matter how much you diet or exercise, it's all due to the fact that your body doesn't produce enough adiponectin, the hormone that's responsible for breaking down fat instead of piling it up. And as if that wasn't enough, according to Harvard Health, People with low levels of adiponectin also suffer from chronic inflammation, the number one cause of almost every chronic disease known to man. See how all three hormones, leptin, insulin, and adiponectin, are all crucial puzzle pieces for your weight loss, health, and well-being? When they function properly, these three hormones help your body turn food into energy, cut your cravings, keep you slim and healthy, and give you energy all throughout the day. But when they malfunction, your body stops turning food into energy and starts storing it as fat, especially around your belly, thighs, arms, and chin. Your blood sugar goes up, your metabolism slows down, your energy levels drop, and you're in constant pain due to chronic inflammation. No wonder you feel exhausted, cranky, and depressed all the time. So when I told you it was never your fault for putting on weight or for not losing the stubborn fat choking you like a giant python, this is exactly what I meant. You've been tricked into buying diet books, fitness programs, and weight loss products that only cut the calories from your meals or helped you balance one piece of the puzzle, while they hid the big picture from you to keep you stuck in a body you hate and force you to spend more money on quick fixes that work just as well as a Band-Aid on an open heart surgery wound. However, today, for the first time in your life, you're getting the solution to cranking up all three of your weight loss hormones to full blasting power and melt 0.4 pounds of fat per day, cut your cravings, lower your blood sugar, protect your heart, and get more energy than a triple power battery. First, a disclaimer. I didn't invent this solution. I'm not a scientist. As I told you, I sell rare art objects. But that actually helped me accidentally discover a scientifically backed fat-melting formula when I was hunting for rare art in Sierra Leone. I thought the trip to West Africa would help me clear my head about Joe's dire condition and how to deal with it once I got home, but I never expected this to happen. So, I'm walking around a local market in the heart of Sierra Leone, looking at gorgeous wooden statues and paintings made by local artists, when I come across this stand with a big hand-painted sign saying, "Miracle Weight Loss Powder." I kid you not. This is exactly what the sign said, word for word. Now, I'm not one to believe in the universe aligning to grant your wishes, but this sign was pretty hard to pass off as a coincidence. So I look at the table behind this huge sign, and all I see is a bunch of tiny brown bags, smaller than the palm of my hand, all tied with rope. They look like the lavender pouches my wife hangs in the wardrobe to make our clothes smell nice. But these ones were filled with a strange white powder. So I asked the guy behind the table, "What's this miracle weight loss powder of yours?" And honestly, I was expecting some cliche woo-woo story about his ancestors using this miracle powder for centuries and how the secret's been passed down to him from generation to generation. So imagine the look on my face when he told me this. This powder made the news just a few months ago. Some scientists here in Africa made a powder out of the seeds of a fruit, and they tested it in their clinic. And people lost 0.4 pounds every day. They gave them a lot of food, too, and they didn't let them exercise. And they still lost almost half a pound every day. They wrote a study about it, too. You can find it on the internet if you want. It was a big hit here. What? Scientists? Clinical study that made the news? Was this a new trick to get skeptical tourists like me to buy their local remedies? Well, I just had to check it out. So the guy takes out his phone, types something, and then hands it to me. Lo and behold, there it was. A study published on PubMed about the effects of a local fruit called the African mango on weight loss. A double-blind, randomized, controlled clinical study done by the book. And the results were jaw-dropping. Participants were aged between 19 and 55 years old, and they were all overweight or had various degrees of obesity. Most of them were not just a little overweight, but obese. They were split into two groups. One group took a powder made of the seeds of this African mango, and the other group took a placebo. They were closely monitored for 4 weeks, during which they weren't asked to be more active than usual, nor did they follow any special diets. In fact, all the participants in the study ate up to 3,000 calories every day. This is more than I can eat to feel full all day, every day, even as a man. So picture this. 3,000 calories per day means that every day you can eat a simple burger, a portion of large fries, a milkshake, a cheese pizza, one large burrito, and 2 cups of ice cream. That's a lot of food for one day, right? Well, this food brings us to a total of 2,278 calories. So we're still about 700 calories short. To make it, you'd need an extra slice of cheesecake, a cup of fruit yogurt, and 1 large pretzel. Or let's put it another way. 3,000 calories is like eating around 10 burgers in one day. People, 3,000 calories is a lot of food. You couldn't get away with this diet if you wanted to lose weight without a miraculous metabolism burning fat like a furnace. So this is what happened next. On one hand, the placebo group had no significant changes in their weight. On the other hand, the group that had taken the African mango seed powder lost 0.4 pounds per day on average. I had to read that again and again to make sure I wasn't imagining things. 0.4 pounds every day? That's insane. I mean, was that even healthy? Losing so much weight at once? I scrolled down to see if there was any mention of side effects, and that's when my face dropped 3 floors. Get this. Not only did this seed powder melt away all that fat, but according to the study, the waist and hip circumference were visibly and significantly reduced by African mango powder seeds. The total cholesterol concentration was reduced by 39.21%. Triglyceride levels were reduced by 44.9%. The bad cholesterol, LDL, was reduced by 46.8%, while the good cholesterol, HDL, increased by 46.8%. On top of everything, blood sugar was reduced for all participants taking African mango powder seeds. And, believe it or not, no one reported any side effects whatsoever. I couldn't believe what I was reading. What if this was exactly what Jo needed to lose weight and get her slim, gorgeous body back? I mean, it sounded way too good to be true. But it was a legitimate study published on the most trusted scientific platform in the medical world. So I decided on a compromise. I decided I'd take the risk first and give it a try myself. I had 2 weeks to spend in Sierra Leone and quite a few pounds to lose, especially the beer belly that had recently started to crack open my shirts. So I bought 2 little bags of the Miracle Weight Loss Powder to last me throughout my stay in Sierra Leone and see if it really works. The guy showed me how to use it, a teaspoon of powder and a cup of water, once per day. What? That's it? That's it, he said. Then as I was walking away from his stand, he yelled, "Come back in 2 weeks before you leave. I know someone who sells pants. You're gonna need new ones." It seemed ridiculous looking down at my belly and barely seeing my shoes. Yeah, sure. I'd be needing new pants in 2 weeks. Spoiler alert. 10 days later, I was back at that man's stand buying 6 more bags of seed powder and asking for the guy who sells the pants. I'd lost 5 pounds already. 5 pounds in 10 days. Full disclosure, I was a bit more active than usual because I had to run around different markets and track down art pieces. But other than that, nothing changed. In fact, I fully enjoyed the local cuisine, including their generous desserts that came in bowls the size of my head. Delicious. When I arrived back home, I was 6 pounds lighter and had a fully buttoned shirt that didn't threaten to crack open anymore. My shirt was actually loose around my waist. I was so excited to show Jo the seed powder I bought for her and the living proof that it works. Me! Finally, I could help her. I could give her exactly what she wanted, a way to lose all those extra pounds fast, without any effort whatsoever. Unfortunately, my excitement was short-lived. Jo was in worse shape than when I'd left. I found her sister in the kitchen helping with the kids and the house chores because Jo felt too weak and sick to do it. She hadn't gotten out of bed for days, she told me. I ran upstairs to the bedroom. But the second I went through the door, she took a long look at me and instantly started crying. "Is this a sick joke? You leave for 2 weeks and come back looking like that? And I'm sitting here looking like a disgusting pig. I can't even leave my bed, I'm so fat. Get out!" I just wanted to tell her everything. How I found the African mango powder and how it melted off 6 pounds like it was nothing. But her health was in such bad shape, physically, but also emotionally, that I couldn't risk it. I couldn't let her take the powder until I made sure it was safe for her, given her state. I spent 6 hours that night on medical forums trying to track down people who've taken this weight loss powder without any health complications. And I did find dozens of them. But more importantly, I found a nutritionist on one of these forums giving weight loss advice to pre-diabetics. She seemed to know a lot about the African mango powder and actually encouraged people with high blood sugar to take it. In fact, she said it was one of the safest solutions for overweight people with prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. But Jo's health issues had gone beyond prediabetes. So I sent Dr. Hansman a private message and told her all about Jo's situation. To my surprise, she was quick to answer. And she wasn't just willing to give advice, but she wanted to see Jo's medical file so she can come up with the safest, quickest way to help Jo get her figure and her health back. So after taking a look over the papers I'd sent her, Dr. Hansman told me she could make a special formula for Jo. She worked in a lab with 3 other doctors and nutritionists, so she could easily put together a custom solution for my wife. A formula based on the African mango extract, but with 5 extra ingredients in the mix. These 5 natural ingredients were added to target and eliminate Jo's worst problems faster. Caffeine anhydrous for Jo's constant fatigue and depression that kept her bedridden. Apple cider vinegar to cut her cravings cold turkey and control her hunger. Green tea extract for boosting fat burning, especially the stubborn one around her waist and hips. Grapeseed extract, packed with antioxidants to help her skin regain its velvety youth and natural glow, and kelp to help her lower inflammation and chronic pain, but also to keep fat off of her body thanks to the high amount of fibers that scrapes fat out of intestines instead of allowing it to pile up on the belly. About a week later, I received a package containing a bottle with 90 small capsules inside and a personal note from Dr. Hansman. Tell Joe to take 1 capsule with a glass of water every day. Keep a progress journal and let me know how it goes. My thoughts go out to you both. M. Hansman. Now, I'm going to share something very personal with you. Something that I've never shared with anyone before. But Joe thought it was the most important thing you need to see to fully grasp the power of this formula. I'm going to show you Joe's weekly progress in her first month of taking the formula. Here it is. Week 1. Total pounds lost, 3.4. First thing I've noticed was a burst of energy. First time in months I could do chores, play with the kids, go shopping. I went to the grocery store and I paid less than half I used to spend. I realized I hadn't bought any of the junk food I usually craved for. I tried not to cry in front of the cashier when I realized I walked up and down the aisles and didn't even stop to look at the candy, chocolate bars, and family-sized potato chip bags. I skipped dinner twice this week because I wasn't very hungry. I did eat copiously for breakfast and lunch, though. Week 2. Total pounds lost, 3.7. I lost 2 inches off my belly in 2 weeks. That's the biggest result so far. Nick tells me my face looks smaller, haha. He also says I've got a healthy glow. My blood sugar is just a bit higher than normal, which is a huge improvement. I think it will get back to normal by the end of the month. This is the first time I can see and feel something changing inside and out. I'm putting all my faith in it. Week 3. Total pounds lost, 3.4. I lost less weight than last week, but my waist and thighs look so much thinner. I don't know how that can be. I'm using a cream to tighten the flabby skin on my belly because I've lost so much fat. Hannah asked me if I was going to get thinner and thinner until I disappear. How do you explain weight loss to a 3-year-old? Week 4. Total pounds lost, 3.7. In 1 month, I've lost 13.1 pounds, and yes, my blood sugar and my blood pressure are normal again. This is incredible. I feel like I'm cheating nature or something. I'm going to keep going until I finish the capsules. I wonder if I'll be 39 pounds thinner by the end of the 3 months. That would be the dream. I want to fit my old clothes again. I want to go to the beach again. I want to feel sexy again. Well, when Joe sets her mind to something, there's no stopping her. She didn't lose 39 pounds, but very close. She lost 36 pounds and not only fit into her old clothes, she fit into her wedding dress. She fit into clothes she hadn't worn since before getting pregnant with Hannah, our oldest daughter. And oh, she didn't just feel sexy. She was radiating with this confidence I'd never seen on her. When she paraded her new swimsuit in front of me, I couldn't keep my hands off her. I just couldn't believe I was married to this bombshell. You see, I didn't just get my Joe back. I got the best version of her I'd ever seen in the 20 years we've been married. Even now, more than 8 months since she started taking the formula, she didn't put on an inch on her waist. And it's not like she's shying away from eating a large-sized popcorn at the cinema or eating pasta for dinner or ice cream with the girls. But now that all her weight loss hormones are balanced and working like a well-oiled gear system, her body is burning fat on autopilot, keeping her blood sugar under control and protecting her arteries and heart. No more chronic inflammation or digestive issues either. And the best part of this, the joy and confidence I see on her face every day makes me so happy. She's more caring and more, loving with me, proud to show off her gorgeous body every night after the girls have gone to bed. It's like she's fully transformed in just 3 short months into this strong, stunning woman that turns heads on the beach, on the street, at the coffee shop. Now, I'm not telling you this just to make you envious. I'm giving you access to the very same formula she used. The key ingredient? A special extract of African mango seed powder that Dr. Hansman made herself, more potent than what I found in Sierra Leone. In fact, that's why Joe lost 3.7 pounds the very first week. Then there's the other 5 high-quality ingredients that we order from organic sources only, each with its own special power. Raspberry ketones, also called Miracle Fat Burner in a Bottle by Dr. Oz, help raise the levels of fat-burning ketones in your body and melt stubborn fat even faster. When 12 young men participated in a clinical study where they were given raspberry ketones, they showed a significant decrease in body fat after just 3 weeks. Another study on rats found something highly interesting for scientists around the world. Raspberry ketones not only increase fat breakdown, but also produce more adiponectin, which is a critical weight loss hormone that I've mentioned earlier. And that's exactly why Dr. Hansman insisted on adding this ingredient. But she also added caffeine anhydrous, an incredible substance that's been proven to increase fat burning by as much as 10% in overweight people and by 29% in lean people. That means that the more weight you lose, the more this ingredient boosts your results and helps you reach your weight goals faster. Another medical study on 10 participants not only showed that caffeine can break down fat cells, but it also boosts your nervous system so you can finally get rid of your brain fog and lack of energy. And that's not all it does. 40 blind control studies have proven that caffeine increases physical performance by up to 12%, which means you'll literally be stronger and pumped with energy. Now, Dr. Hansman didn't stop here. She also added apple cider vinegar to cut your cravings cold turkey and control your hunger. After seeing the science behind it, it seems only natural. Just a couple of examples. A study of 12 participants found that apple cider vinegar promotes a feeling of fullness and lowered the blood glucose response and insulin response. Another one shows that participants in the study consumed up to 275 fewer calories per day when consuming apple cider vinegar. What that means for you? Smaller meals and no more running to the fridge for a midnight snack. Another great natural ingredient for fat burning that you'll find in this formula is green tea extract, proven to burn 17% more fat before exercising, according to a study where 22 men participated and were amazed at their results. Another 8-week study on 12 men showed that green tea extract increases fat burning both during exercise and during rest. This means that if you combine the product with a healthy workout routine, the results can be even better. And I've got more good news. Dr. Hansman thought of a way to keep your skin nice and tight as you lose weight. As you know, skin tends to get saggy when you lose a lot of weight fast. But she added grapeseed extract that is packed with antioxidants to help your skin regain its velvety youth and natural glow. According to a clinical study, it helped participants heal skin lesions after surgery nearly twice as fast as the placebo group, so you can rest assured that your skin will look as fabulous as your new slim body. Last but not least, the 6th ingredient of the formula is kelp, a fiber-rich ingredient with 0 calories that was scientifically proven to help people feel fuller for a longer time. Dr. Hansman insisted we added all these 6 ingredients in one formula for maximum results. We called this brand new formula Slim Naturals because it contains natural ingredients that help you get slim fast. And it's the exact same one that helped Joe lose 36 pounds in 3 months. And as of 10 a.m. this morning, when I last checked, another 18,772 women who've shaved off pound after pound of pure fat, going from this to this. Here's what some of these women say about their transformations. I never thought losing weight could be this easy. I feel like punching myself in the face for wasting so many years on diets and supplements that almost left me bald. Never again. Louisa G., 43, Colorado. My husband left me with 2 young kids when I'd become so fat and miserable that I wouldn't even leave the house. I never thought I'd ever get better. It took me 6 years to discover Slim Naturals, and now I finally lost my 67 extra pounds. I can truly say I've never been happier in my life. Plus, I got a much better man by my side and 2 teenagers that are proud of their mama. Hannah B., 46, Alabama. I'll only say this. Where has this been all my life? I'm on week 5 and 19 pounds went bye-bye. Lorene L., 38, California. These are typical life-changing results of Slim Naturals I get to witness every day. And if you want it, then it would be my honor to witness your incredible transformation too. All you need to do is take 2 capsules every day with a glass of water. The water helps the ingredients get assimilated faster and go into your bloodstream. That's how they're delivered exactly where they're needed to melt that stubborn fat off your belly, arms, thighs, and chin, to lower your blood sugar, give you a boost of energy, and to keep your blood vessels strong for years to come. From the body you want to hide under the largest, longest beach dress you can find, and pretend it's because you've got sun allergies, to this gorgeous body that you can't wait to flaunt in the tiniest bikini. From stuffing your fabulous clothes in the back of your closet where you can't see them, to wearing your most daring little black dress at the next dinner party and glowing with joy when your friends' jaws drop the moment you walk into the room. From avoiding your favorite restaurants hoping you won't run into someone you know, to going to your ex's favorite place and watching the look on his face when he sees you looking like $1 million while his wife gives you the stink eye. From finding excuses to not go to PTA meetings and overhear the other moms whispering behind your back, to showing up in a pencil skirt and high-heeled boots and watching all the dads turn their heads to admire you. This is the kind of results that over 18,772 women have effortlessly got in just a matter of weeks, without dieting, without breaking a sweat, without drinking disgusting juices and teas. Don't take it from me. Here's what Jenny, a 44-year-old mom from Ohio, told me. I admit I only tried Slim Naturals because I hate exercising. and I would have done anything to lose 40 pounds. I'm happy to report that I lost 46 pounds without exercising. Or Debbie, who's tried 4 diets just in the past 11 months. Nothing worked. I felt like I was cursed. Every other woman seemed to have at least one diet that worked, but not me. Well, now I have my own little secret, and I don't even have to eat salads for breakfast, lunch, and dinner to lose 35 pounds. Then there's Cameron, who lost almost 11 pounds in 2 weeks. When I started, I was on a juice and tea only diet. I was starving. I was crabby. I craved chocolate like crazy. 3 days after starting Slim Naturals, I started eating normally again. And by normally, I mean eating whatever I wanted whenever I was hungry. Turns out I was rarely hungry anymore. I ate 3 meals a day because I was afraid of losing too much weight. But I gladly quit eating snacks and chocolate right away. It all happened in a few days. I'm still shocked. Now, if you want the same kind of results and you want them fast, then I'm going to give you access to our exclusive formula right now. Full disclosure, Jo actually insisted that we make this formula available to you. She talked to Dr. Hansman herself and asked her if her lab could produce more of this formula so we can make it available to every and any woman out there who's sick and tired of getting fatter and sicker by the day, no matter how much she exercises, diets, or starves herself to death. It wasn't easy because Dr. Hansman's lab is not a big pharma factory. It's a small lab with a dedicated team of nutritionists and doctors. So we're not exactly stuffing shelves at drugstores here. In fact, this page is the only place you can get access to Slim Naturals. This was the only way we could keep the price as affordable as possible for you, instead of paying a high commission to third-party vendors that would go into the price of every bottle. We wanted to keep the price as low as possible, which is a hard thing to do given that the ingredients we use are pricey because we only order the purest form, even if that means we're importing them from Sierra Leone or Bangkok. So, if you want to lose over 0.4 pounds per day, lose inches off your waist, hips, thighs, and arms, lower your blood sugar, and protect your heart, you can order Slim Naturals right off this page at half the retail price. That's right. Because we found a way to skip third-party retailers, we can now offer a 30-day supply of Slim Naturals for just $49 instead of the regular retail price of $99. But you can only get 50% off the retail price if you order on this page, right below this video, before this presentation is over. We can only produce a small batch every couple of months so we can guarantee for the purity and the integrity of ingredients and make sure every single capsule goes through Dr. Hansman's strict quality procedure. We've already delivered Slim Naturals to 18,772 other women, and their results are stunning. The only problem is that our stock runs out pretty fast. And sometimes, when people write to us wanting to get more bottles, it takes a few weeks before we can restock and send them the new batch. But when you're on a roll losing the stubborn weight you've been piling up for years or even decades, quitting Slim Naturals cold turkey can slow the progress you've made. This is the reason why Dr. Hansman and her team recommend you should use Slim Naturals for at least 3 months to get the best results, both in terms of losing weight and lowering your blood sugar, but also to rebalance your weight loss hormones and keep that weight off your waist, your hips, your thighs, arms, and chin. So to get you those jaw-dropping results you've seen earlier in the pictures we received from women all over the world, we put together a few different options to make sure you never run out of Slim Naturals and disrupt your progress. Now here's our special deal. If you buy 3 bottles of Slim Naturals today to last you through the crucial first 3 months of fast weight loss and hormone rebalance, you save $30. Instead of paying $49 per bottle, you only pay $39 for every month of shaving inches off your waist, hips, and thighs. But if you want to make sure your weight loss hormones get perfectly balanced and keep fat off your body without ever dieting again, we've got an even better deal for you. If you buy 6 bottles of Slim Naturals on this page right now, you get $96 off. That means you cheat the regular price for a bottle by $14, and instead of paying $49, you get every bottle for just $33. This way, you make sure you lose all the extra weight that's been burdening your body, your health, your confidence, and your love life. And you lock in your well-deserved stock of Slim Naturals so you never run out of it right when you start feeling beautiful, sexy, and healthy again. You can choose whichever package suits you right below this video and order it right now. But Slim Naturals is only the first huge step to your transformation. Because I want you to be able to experience truly extraordinary results, I partnered up with a team of researchers to help you become the sexy, healthy queen you're meant to be. This is why we poured hundreds of hours of studies into creating 3 incredible bonuses that go with every order of Slim Naturals. The first bonus is called the Anti-Aging Masterclass. In this digital masterclass, you'll discover the seemingly harmless foods we eat that are actually speeding up the aging process, an exclusive science-backed list of anti-aging superfoods that are even used in popular anti-aging creams. But you don't have to spend thousands of dollars on expensive products because just adding these to your diet will reverse the effects of aging. The top lifestyle hacks you can start doing right now to reverse aging in weeks. The best natural and little-known skincare routine that will get rid of wrinkles and take decades off your face. Bonus number 2 is called the Cellulite Cure, Nature Approved. And here's why I've added this bonus with any order of Slim Naturals. When my wife lost all that weight, she was finally starting to be herself again, except there was one thing that was threatening her happiness: cellulite. Because she gained a lot of weight, some areas in the back of her thighs became lumpy. The skin almost seemed swollen, and even though her new figure could allow her to wear shorts and show her legs, she was too ashamed to do it. Just like my wife, a lot of other people struggle with cellulite as well, even if they're thin. So we talked to Dr. Hansman and asked, is there any way to get rid of cellulite naturally? She didn't know on the spot, but after a few weeks of research, she came back with enough material for this incredible bonus. The Cellulite Cure, Nature Approved, gives you all the resources you need to get rid of all these lumps and ugly, uneven skin. In this bonus, you'll find the truth about expensive cellulite treatments and why they rarely work. Spoiler, they often don't target the real reason cellulite forms. The foods you are eating right now that make your cellulite worse, a complete list of herbs you can add to your diet that will directly target cellulite and make your skin smoother, exercises you can incorporate into your lifestyle to get rid of the lumps and ugly skin appearance, and the unconventional fix for cellulite almost everyone has in their kitchen, but throws away every day. Incorporate this ingredient into your beauty routine and kiss cellulite goodbye for good. The third bonus is the complete list of herbs and spices for extraordinary health. Now, if you're like me, you probably think herbs and spices are great for a pasta sauce every now and then, but that's about it. But like me, you'd be wrong. Dr. Hansman would always talk about the many natural remedies that can help boost our health, not just when it comes to weight loss. But blood sugar, high cholesterol, pain, allergies, they can all be treated with these incredible ingredients. And we put together the best ones that are scientifically proven to generate results, sometimes in just a few days. The complete list of herbs and spices for extraordinary health is perhaps my favorite resource because it helps so many people tackle different health issues that would otherwise need a drug. And as you know, we're already taking too many drugs in this country. 44% of us take at least one prescription drug in the U.S., and sometimes we take them even though there are natural ingredients proven to be more effective than approved drugs. But this bonus takes you closer to a natural way of healing. Discover the 20 most powerful herbs and spices that are scientifically proven to reduce the risk of heart disease by up to 38%, lower fasting blood sugars by 10 to 29% in diabetic patients, reduce appetite and increase fat burning, lower cholesterol by 15%, reduce depression by as much as 79%, suppress skin conditions by up to 27%. Now here's how to order and get your hands on all these products. First, take a look at the packages below and choose the one you most want. Then click the button below it and you'll be redirected to a secure, encrypted order page. It takes 30 seconds to fill in the order form with your payment details using a credit card or debit card. After you've filled in your details, you'll get instant confirmation that your order is being processed and your bottles of Slim Naturals are set aside for you, while you get an email with your username and password that allows you to download the 3 bonuses. Just keep in mind that the more bottles you order now, the more you save, and you can rest assured that we're securing all those bottles for you, so no one else gets their hands on them. This way, you've got the best chances of getting stunning results like these. And if you're still on the fence, wondering if Slim Naturals can give you the same results as it did for my wife and 18,772 other women, I get it. If you've tried even 10% of the so-called solutions Joe tried when she was struggling with her weight, prediabetes type 2, and depression, I'd think twice before getting another weight loss product too. So, how about this? You don't have to put your faith in Slim Naturals. You don't have to trust a clinical study that proves that African mango seed powder alone melts off 0.4 pounds per day, lowers blood sugar, and protects your arteries and heart. And you don't have to trust that you'll get the same results as Joe, who lost 36 pounds in 3 months and turns heads at the beach. Or any of the other women who've sent us pictures showing their incredible weight loss. All you have to say to me is, maybe this scientifically backed formula might work for me too. And if you don't experience jaw-dropping weight loss in the first 60 days of taking Slim Naturals, we'll give you a full refund, no questions asked. If your husband, partner, or crush doesn't drool when they see you walking out of the shower just 60 days from now, barely keeping his hands to himself, if you don't get at least an, "Oh my God, I didn't recognize you there," when you run into someone you know at the supermarket, or an envious yet proud, "You look so gorgeous, what did you do?" from your girlfriends, just pop us an email and we'll send you a full refund. Seriously, The only reason why Joe nagged Dr. Hansman and her team to produce more of this formula and make it available to you was so that you could get the same kind of stunning results that she did. This formula saved Joe's life. Literally saved her from severe complications such as type 2 diabetes, heart conditions, and dragged her out of the hopeless depression she'd sunk into. And to be honest, it also saved our marriage and the happiness of our daughters, who now have a healthy, happy mommy by her side and the proudest dad on the planet. So if you have something important in your life that's worth living for and getting back into your best shape for, maybe a husband you love more than anything and want to keep him by your side, just as loving and full of lust for your sexy body as when you were dating, or maybe you want to be strong and healthy for your kids to give them the peace of mind and the confidence that you're there for them no matter what, to take care of them when they need it, but also to have fun with them, to show them their mom can be happy and fun once again. They deserve it. But most importantly, you need to do this for you. It's like the oxygen mask cliche, but it's true. Once you get back the body you love and feel proud of, once you get back your health and your energy, and once you feel comfortable and confident in your skin again, everything in your life will change without having to do the tiniest effort. Love life will rekindle like you're in your 20s again, feeling sizzling hot and enjoying every look full of desire you get from your husband, your partner, or from that cute barista at the cafe down the street. Your social life will suddenly get so much richer and full of wonderful surprises. Of course, you'll want to put on your deep plunge dress and go to that party. Or go out with the girls at the bar on Friday night, knowing you'll be the one getting all the attention and other women's envy. But hey, it comes with the new sexy body and the healthy glow. You'll also be more productive than you've been in years. Whether you're a career woman or a stay-at-home mom, you'll be up and pumped with energy before the alarm even gets the chance to ring. And by the time you go to bed, you'll not only have everything checked off your to-do list, but you'll finally get to sneak in a good bubble bath and a sultry book with a nice glass of wine before your man comes back home eager to please his gorgeous lady. If all this sounds like something you might see in a Hollywood rom-com rather than in real life, let me ask you a serious question that may put things in perspective. When's the last time you went to bed thinking about your day and feeling truly satisfied with yourself? Not just with what you've accomplished throughout the day, like crossing off a couple of chores off your endless to-do list, but really feel satisfied with yourself, with who you are, what you've done, and how you feel. Feeling light as a feather, both physically but also emotionally, like everything's finally going right, on the outside and on the inside. If you miss that feeling, then this is your chance to get that feeling back. Grab it with both hands and never letting it slip away from you again. But it all depends on what you're going to do right now. You can choose to ignore this message, pretend you didn't finally see the real reason why you haven't been able to drop an inch off your waist, and how you've been kept in the dark about your interconnected weight loss hormonal system that needs urgent fixing now if you ever want to get your figure back and stay away from deadly complications such as type 2 diabetes and heart failure. You can go on torturing yourself with ridiculous fitness programs and diets that make you want to throw your fridge out the window. You can keep spending thousands on the trendiest miracle ingredients that only fix one tiny little part of your weight loss hormonal system and force your body to pile back every single pound you lose, if you lose any at all. You can keep pushing away your loved ones, feeling miserable all the time, ashamed to show yourself in public, too weak and tired to do any of the things you once enjoyed. Remember how fun you used to be? How much your family, your friends, your kids, and your partner used to love having you around? You can have all that back and more if you choose to give Slim Naturals a try today, risk-free. You can go from this to this, just like Joe did, just like 18,772 other women, just like you did. Imagine this, 60 days from now, you'll be parading your sexy, slim body like it's a stunning new dress you can't get enough of. And trust me, you'll be so proud of it, you'll want everyone to see it. I know Joe does, and I'm more than happy to stand by her side, proud as I can be. And a little jealous if I'm honest, but that's what happens when you've got a wife that turns every head in the room. You can be that woman too. All it takes is one click on one of the packages below. Any package you want, your choice all the way. If you don't get at least a wow, you look amazing. If you don't have to get at least a new pair of pants. And if you didn't get at least one inappropriate yet oh so hot proposal when you least expect it, you get your money back, no questions asked. But you can't get to live this daring life in your perfect figure unless you give it a chance. You won't get there simply by dreaming that someday, maybe this will happen. You don't just wake up one morning 36 pounds thinner, your skin glowing like you're on the red carpet, your man caressing your sexy thighs. Unless you do something right now. Click on one of the packages below and order Slim Naturals right now. And in less than 60 days from now, you'll have your Hollywood rom-com moment happening right in your bedroom. And you'll be thinking back to this very moment, thanking yourself for taking this step right now. So go ahead and order your package. If anyone deserves it right now, it's you. I trust you'll make the right choice, just like Joe and all the other 18,000 women did. I'll personally send you your confirmation with a little surprise for you, a reward for taking the first step to a gorgeous body and better health. I can't wait to show you what you're getting after you place your order. See you soon. Still with me? Good. This gives us the perfect chance to talk about your questions or concerns. I'm right here right now to make sure you have all the information you need before trying Slim Naturals. I want you to be 100% confident that it's right for you. So let me answer the most common questions I get about Slim Naturals. A lot of women ask me, are you sure Slim Naturals is right for me? Just like you, these 18,000 women have tried dozens of other products, programs, and diets, and they either didn't work at all or they only worked for a short while before they piled all the weight back up, and then some. But here's what makes Slim Naturals different. First, it's backed by science, and it shows black on white that one ingredient alone, the African mango seed powder, shaves off 0.4 pounds of pure fat every day. But we've also added extra ingredients to speed up the fat burning while boosting your health and your energy at the same time. Right now, there are tens of thousands of women of all ages with different ideals of weight and with different health complications who've got incredible results simply because they decided to give it a try. So if it was right for them, chances are it will be right for you. All you need to do is give it a try. That's all. Okay, Nick, but is it safe for me? Every single bottle of Slim Naturals contains only natural ingredients that are scientifically proven to regulate your weight loss hormonal system, melt excessive fat, lower blood sugar, lower bad cholesterol and triglycerides, protect you from heart condition, boost your overall health, and give you a boost of energy all throughout the day. Of course, if you have a severe or rare health condition, it's best to ask your doctor if the ingredients in Slim Naturals are safe for you. I know women who've done just that, and their doctors gave them the green light right away, because the scientific studies that back up these natural ingredients are as solid as they can get. And to show you just how safe it is, none of these women ever reported any side effects. In fact, their overall health was greatly improved after taking Slim Naturals according to our instructions. So now you may be asking yourself, how do I take Slim Naturals the right way? All you need to do is take 2 capsules every day with a glass of water. The water helps the ingredients get assimilated faster and go into your bloodstream. That's how they're delivered exactly where they're needed, to melt that stubborn fat off your belly, arms, thighs, and chin, to lower your blood sugar, give you a boost of energy, and to keep your blood vessels strong for years to come. And what if I lose weight alarmingly fast? No need to worry. We've had women reach out to us saying they're losing a lot of weight incredibly fast. If you feel that's the case for you, simply adjust the dosage. Take 1 capsule every day or even every other day. These natural ingredients adapt to the needs of your body, and they're perfectly safe with no side effects reported. So all you need to do is adjust the dose to your needs, and you'll notice how your body starts losing weight at your ideal rate. It's that easy. But what if I'm not happy with the results after all? I really doubt you won't be wowed by the results you'll get. But in the unlikely case you're not happy with your weight loss, you've got a 60-day money-back guarantee that secures your investment, so it's completely risk-free for you. There's literally no reason why you shouldn't give Slim Naturals a try. First, it's backed by solid science to melt fat off your body by regulating your weight loss hormones, which makes you healthier, stronger, and in a better mood than you've been for years. Secondly, it's proven to be safe for you thanks to its natural ingredients, with no side effects reported. And lastly, you've got a 60-day money-back guarantee, so you can confidently order your stock of Slim Naturals for 1 month, 3 months, or 6 months right now, knowing it's 100% risk-free. Plus, if you stock up for 3 or 6 months, you save more money and get long-lasting results that keep you in amazing shape and in great health for years. Choose your favorite one and order fast. As I've mentioned before, we can't produce this in large quantities because of 2 major reasons. 1, we produce it in our own lab to make sure everything is top quality, from sourcing ingredients to packaging the formula. And 2, because we check every single batch to make sure it meets our standards of quality, and that takes our experts' time and effort. So if you get the chance to order a 3-month or 6-month supply now, do it without thinking twice. Your investment is protected for 60 full days, so no need to worry about a single cent. Just keep your eyes on your goals, losing 20, 30, 40 pounds as fast as possible while improving your health and your mood for an extreme makeover that's done 100% naturally, thanks to the ingredients in Slim Naturals. So click on your option of choice below and get ready for the transformation you've been dreaming of.